Hey folks, I hope that you're doing really well about making a space that you can work from so that you can create some stuff with me. It might be a good time to slowly collect a few items so that we can create additional stuff as I roll out a few more videos in the upcoming weeks so that you guys can continue to make stuff with me. I wanted to congratulate several of you for sending me images of the color wheels that you've been putting together. I wanted to thank you for those. I appreciate you figuring out how to do that. Some of the materials that we're going to be using in upcoming projects, I need you to make certain if you are able to utilize some of these supplies or not. So if you would check in with your parents. Sometimes I'm going to be bringing up a couple projects that we might need to use some nails, hammers. You'll need scissors. I can't grab those right now. A jug. Of course, tin can. Please don't get rid of this part. I'm certain I can come up with something for this. These two. And these containers always come in handy. I mean, look at all the things you can put inside them. Anyway, today's project, I wanted, to create with you a dyed egg. I know. This is what we'll need. An egg, some type of pin. You can use a safety pin if you want to undo it. You will need the longer part, and the most important part about it is the needle. Anyway, doing this requires patience and you to be gentle. Most likely you'll have problems doing this because I can't tell you the amount of times that I have broken an egg in this process. So even today, in my creating this with you, I only have 2 eggs. That's because one might not make it alive. Obviously both are not. However, here we go. You need the pin to become a drill. You'll do that by slowly setting the pin at either the top or the bottom of the egg. You will need to make a hole at both the top and the bottom of the egg, and you'll notice that I am moving my hands to create a drill-like action, and I am slowly, not forcefully, inserting this pin so that I may have a hole at both the top and the bottom. Step 1 may seem difficult, but step 2 is even harder. Because step 2, you have to make certain that you scramble the egg inside of the egg without breaking the shell. Step 3, you have to blow all of the egg's contents out so that you have an empty shell. Step 4, you will gently wash and rinse that egg and set it aside so that we can do step 5, which is the favorite part, which is to dye and possibly paint that egg and decorate it so that you can keep it for until you break it. I have some eggs that are over 5. I think one that's over 6 or 7 years old now. I'll show those to you later. Anyways, I'm still working on drilling this egg, and I will be working on it for a long period of time. Like all the videos that I show you guys, I'm going to use some editing. Oh yeah. The learning curve is real, my folks. Okay, so I've officially initially made it in this one side of the egg. Now I have one hole here at the very top. You can barely see it. And I have one hole here at the bottom. Scrambling is super important because the next step requires that you blow out the center. When you scramble the egg, it makes it so that the egg can come out. When the egg comes out, it is good to have a bowl to collect it in. This is a messy project. Do it somewhere where you're not going to make a mess. I hope you watch this before you get into it. Okay. So when you've created both spaces and you think that you've scrambled the insides of your egg, you'll need to decide which of the spaces you created that you feel like the egg will exit out of better. So you have this side and you have this side. Oh, I'm such a pinky. Okay. This is gonna take a long time, so I'm not gonna sit here and make you watch me blow this egg out. What I am gonna ask is that you complete both sides, that you scramble the insides, and that you get all of the contents out. Go ahead and eat that egg. There's nothing wrong with it. And if for some reason you're going to return the pen somewhere, make certain you clean it before you do anything else. The next video that I set up is going to be us working with those eggs already dried. So you will need to do step 1, 2, and 3. Step 1, have an egg. Have a pen. Have the bowl to collect the egg's contents. Step 2, make a hole in the top, make a hole in the bottom. Step 3, scramble the insides. Step 4, blow it out. Step 5 is 2 parts. Eat the egg. Feed your mom. Make it delicious. And then clean the egg. Wash it off. Let it dry. That way you're ready for the next step. Oh yeah! I guess there's a step 6. Figure out how you're going to color it. You can color it so many ways. We'll talk about that more tomorrow. However, if you happen to have food coloring and vinegar, that's cool. Maybe you happen to have an egg dye kit. Also cool. Last but not least, do you have a crayon? And if your mom will let you use a candle, that'll help you. If you would like to add paint, marker, and a bunch of other items, all of that stuff is totally acceptable. I will look forward to you tomorrow, where we'll make some more. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. I miss you.